Los Angeles is known for cars. It's part of our modern culture here, but it's easy to forget the human cost of our obsession, and this cost is no better shown than in Urban Renewal. Los Angeles in the 1930s was a lively city, but a city in change. By the late 1950s, the Los Angeles area was gripped by freeways all around, with all but a few rail transit lines being abandoned, leaving poor residents stranded. The construction of the freeways also separated disadvantaged communities, which can no better be seen than on the 10 freeway and the massive Boyle Heights Junction. These freeways weren't just built through poor communities too. Interstate 10 again went right through the prosperous neighborhood of Sugar Hill, which was a majority black neighborhood, and the freeway can evidently be seen swerving into the neighborhood of West Adams where Sugar Hill was, instead of going down Venice where it was originally supposed to go. The destruction of these communities also meant destroying a large portion of the city's tax base and the destruction of thousands of houses, directly or indirectly in the city's densest neighborhoods like Boyle Heights. Boyle Heights has always been a dense, lively neighborhood connected to downtown LA by numerous interurban and streetcar lines, but it was also home to a significant Hispanic community, so when the freeways came to LA, it was massacred and carved up. 1.6 square miles of the area's whole 6.5 square miles is home to freeways. The impact of this is hard to visualize if you're not from the area. These freeways destroyed tons of parks and destroyed some of the densest and most beautiful areas next to the rivers for factories, highway-style bridges, and viaducts as a product of urban renewal. Oh yeah, and let's not forget the freeways again. The park space that was lost in this area hit especially hard, as LA has some of the lowest levels of park space in any major city, and Boyle Heights had some of the most and highest quality parks. Some still remain, like Hollenbeck, but parks like it were almost cut in half by the freeways, and they now sit at the edge of it, dealing with the noise and pollution, along with a smaller walk shed, which is the area that people can comfortably walk to the park from where they are. To top it off, when the freeways were built, the streetcars and trolley buses were torn up, leaving the area's residents even more stranded in an island of freeways. This caused people to lose better paying and higher quality jobs, as many couldn't afford cars, and buses just aren't a good replacement for this. This is still seen today with higher poverty and crime. The area also has some of the lowest high school graduation rates in LA. Boyle Heights might never recover from this, as the freeways still remain and transit isn't perfect here, even though LA's light rail line extended here in 2009. But ridership has been terrible, as the transit-oriented development, or TOD, never came as local NIMBYs blocked it, so this area remains with bad connectivity, even with its mixed-use density down First Street where the light rail is, and Cesar Chavez where the mixed-use wall-to-wall buildings are.
Trees!
Yes, trees too. Boyle Heights could be an urbanist like me's paradise, but it can never be due to the NIMBYs, the freeways, and urban renewal. Boyle Heights is just one example of many in the city. The area I live in, South Central, was turned from a prosperous middle income through working class neighborhood served by some of the best Pacific Electrics and Larry train lines to a poor, divided, red line neighborhood, with scars from the 92 uprising and the Watts Rebellion after the construction of the Harbor Freeway, or I-110. South LA Recap did a good video on this, so check it out to learn more about this specific freeway. But again, all this destruction for what? The movement of cars, or the #1 killer of children in LA City? We need to reclaim our streets for all, not just cars. If you live in the city of LA and can vote, consider voting for Measure HLA this March 5th of 2024. If not, go to your city council and make a public comment for safe, open streets. If we let cars control our cities, even more neighborhoods will end up economically struggling to pay for upkeep. For example, the city of LA is already in a budgetary deficit of millions of dollars, in large part due to the upkeep of roads and related infrastructure, as it's expensive and car-centric roads don't have a tax base. Businesses on car-centric roads struggle, while those on more walkable, urbanist-minded streets prosper. Tell me, which one of these businesses gets more customers and gives more benefits to the community?
This place, or this much more transit accessible street with trees for shade.
Yeah, it's the one on a nice shaded street with decent bus frequencies and high transit ridership. Car-centric design destroys our city. Consider joining my Patreon with Alexis Geddes, DJ Pete Sake, and Alias. Now, go change your city for the better.